Hey everyone, good evening. It's Reverend Robin Nushak. It's Happy Valentine's Day, which I am wishing to you. Hope that you are making a day full of love. And when I say love, I mean love that starts from within ourselves. We're going to be focusing on that today. But right now, I just want to welcome you and thank you for being here. This is the time that we create for ourselves. We carve out this space. It's not that long, half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, where we allow ourselves to be in conversation with our deep self. We learn a little bit more. We learn to apply a little bit more. And hopefully each week that we come back, we can see a change. We can see an evolution. We can see the journey that is unfolding the way that we are choosing to have it unfold. So we do that, and it's pretty simple. We set an intention. And getting back to what I have been saying about love, this is a night that we celebrate the love in our lives. It is the night that we also can begin to source that love from our deep self. As the wonderful and talented media mogul, RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? And this is a truth with a capital T. When we start by loving ourselves, by understanding what it means to really love and appreciate and respect and engage ourselves, when we're not beating up on ourselves, when we're treating ourselves the way we expect or want or wish to be treated by our parents or our siblings or our spouses or our kids, this is the key. So tonight we're really focusing on love, and love on much greater level than just romantic love. We're starting with the love of ourself. That love can spread out to be a love of any number of experiences, including the love of our earth, our fellow humanity, and really the universe and life that we've been given. So, but we all have our own personal relationship with love. And so that's why we have the opportunity to set an intention. And so what is it in the next week that you intend for love within you? What can you see unfolding for yourself, or what would you like to know from yourself about love in your life and how you can perhaps deepen that love or expand that love? This is your opportunity to really focus, to really take that energy about love in our lives and focus it on something that is specific enough that it allows the opportunity for some prompting, for some guidance. Because the more we offer as our heart's desires to the universe, the more effectively the universe can respond to us, knowing full well that it's always this or something better. So what we intend, what we're asking about may not come back the way we think it might. But if we've got a broader vision, if we've got a broader vision of love to be one of encompassing all life, or seeing the source of all life in everything, and understanding that loving ourselves is actually how we can love other people and other experiences in this life, whatever that is for you, it is now time to write it down for yourself as a word, as just a prompt, so that you can start articulating and identifying what exactly your goal or your desired manifestation is from this meditation or from any meditation that you do. So, shall we set that intention now? I say yes. Again, a word, a phrase, a question. If you're keeping a journal, even better. You can track how you're writing down your intentions and see where they're leading you. If not, I suggest you write it down on a little slip of paper if you'd like. And that little slip of paper is what we would burn together. If we were in person, I would gather these little slips of paper. I would send them off into the flames and allow the universe to work its magic. But because we are here via digital means. Um, I'm going to write one slip that counts for all of our intentions, and that will be as a proxy that we can burn in the bowl behind me. So, time to set that intention. If you don't have a slip of paper, just write it in your hand and then send us the energy as we're meditating for what that intention is. And again, our intention this week is what am I doing to know love in my life? And how can that happen? And our intention is around that. I have set my intention for myself. And I've written the words, everyone's intentions right here, so you can see that I'm holding energy for two of these. I'm going to gather it here from you, and then we will send them off into the flames. Now, we further focus our intention or our questions by drawing an oracle card, and that oracle card is from the Star Codes Astro deck. I love this deck. It's been serving us very well. And so this is the card that is, again, however you see these cards, what they really are is the way of kind of serving as a prompt or or as an inspiration for the information that we seek from this meditation that we're going to do together. So it's just a prompt. It's just more information that we are putting together as the message that we can take with us throughout our week ahead. So I'm going to draw the card. I'm going to draw the top card. I'm going to shuffle first. And if you just want to send me your energy as I shuffle, then I will draw the top card and then read about the card. And as I do, you can begin to piece together your intention and the card's look or graphics, as well as what the words are about the card, and see how that is a response to the intention that you have set for yourself this evening. So do a little bit of shuffling here, not a lot. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the top card. Let's draw it together. The card for tonight is Jupiter, abundance, an abundance of love as we move forward through this meditation, a cornucopia of love. That's how I see it anyway. So let's put this here and let me show you the card so that you can take a look at it. Look at that, it's gorgeous. That's a lot of abundance. And I don't know about you guys, but I can see a little heart shape with that little globe. I don't know. Is it a sign? Is it what I'm seeing? But again, as I read it now, then just pay attention to the words and your experience of the card and see how it relates to the intention that you have set. Oh, and I turned right to it. I did. I really did. Turned right to it. Crazy how that works, right? Here's a little bit about the card. Jupiter symbolizes how we expand on our world through education, law, philosophy, travel, abundance, and an expansive spirit. Last year, Sagittarius was talking about expansion. Jupiter, the traditional ruler of Sagittarius and Pisces, is a huge gas giant, 2.5 times the volume of all other planets put together. It takes 12 years to circle the zodiac, spending roughly 1 year in each sign. Named for the ruler of all gods and surrounded by 79 known moons, Jupiter never does anything in small proportions. Our action tonight, think bigger. This scenario requires you, and this scenario, again, that your intention or that you're focusing on, this scenario requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair, and philosophical way. Think globally. Bring in contributions from all around the world. Consider traveling physically or traveling with your senses by listening to music from a less familiar culture or tasting their food. Talk to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. Diversify your perspective and that of your team to discover the missing pieces needed to make up a larger whole. Engage in abundant optimism. I love that. Get the word out through generosity. Give abundantly and goodwill comes back to you. Invest in education, publication, and broadcasting. Just be careful that your generosity is actually helping the recipient, not enabling or burdening them. Ask what would really help. Jupiter's energy needs a big room and an audience, but it can overshadow important people in more intimate circumstances. Watch that your expansive capacity does not cramp the experimentation of beginners or crowd beloved introverts. Notice where you might overwhelm the people you love and give them room for their more subtle style. If you are the one being so overwhelmed, appreciate your own value. Expand in ways that work for you and let the person with Jupiter energy do their thing. Our challenge. Jupiter can bring too much of a good thing or leave people feeling overwhelmed. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance of problems. And the gift is give and you shall receive. Jupiter calls you to expand your worldview. Again, with that expansion, to reach out and feel at one with the whole universe. All right, so I've got a couple of key takeaways from this. I love the abundant optimism. We are, again, focusing on love in our lives. We're starting with love for ourselves this evening, especially. So abundant optimism, the kind of optimism that you have at the beginning of a new relationship, that feeling of honeymoon, of being in love. This is what we're trying to get to for us, by us this evening. We need a big room and an audience. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance of problems. So I see this as the difference between this abundant optimism and denial of what is true for us, which I think is a very fine line and is one that bears remembering, that there's abundant optimism, believing expectantly that things are as beautiful as we hope and think that they are. And then there's the reality of it. So in order for us to reach that point of seeing the beauty in everything, we have to see where we might need help creating more beauty or seeing the beauty in what is there. So it's a bit of a paradox, but we can focus on this in our stillness, that paradox of loving ourselves and unconditionally feeling that love while providing for ourselves standards and guidelines to continue our improvement. I think that's a challenge for most of us. So let's meditate on that challenge, shall we? I'd like you to get comfortable, and if you're not already, just create a nest for yourself. We want you to be to be comfortable and relaxed, but also awake enough. I know it's the end of the day, but awake enough that you can consciously have the discussion with yourself, consciously engage with what is happening in the meditation, consciously be able to ask yourself these questions, to bring up that intention with yourself. If you fall asleep, that's fine too. You're probably most likely absorbing what is going on around us, and I always know that because when we fall asleep during meditations, how is it that we happen to wake up at just the right moment? We don't wake up and have everybody signed off. We usually wake up just toward the end. So for me, that always signifies that we are on some level in a meditative state that is just not as conscious as one that allows us to be more active in our thinking. So we're going to start by focusing on the breath. We're going deep tonight. We're going into the stillness. We won't take that long, but let's begin by breathing in, and let's keep our eyes open on these first two breaths. Let's inhale and hold. Let's exhale nice and slowly. Inhale again and hold. And exhale nice and slowly. And one more deep breath, and we can close our eyes as we breathe out in this one. Inhale and hold and exhale. And now allow your breathing to remain deep and intentional. But also at a comfortable pace that you can maintain for yourself. And focus on that breath as it goes into your body through your nose. And then as we release it slowly, focus on it and pay attention. Each breath draws us more and more into a relaxed place. And now as we breathe naturally and comfortably, we're going to have a simple affirmation as we go deeper and deeper into ourselves. And that affirmation is, I love me. And just to yourself, if you're in a place where others may hear you, can just say it to yourself in your mind, silently. Or if you're comfortable with speaking the words aloud, I love me. Just breathe in the words, I love me. And hold that breath, and then exhale with those words, I love me. every time we say, I love me, we open our hearts to feeling that love. We imagine our heart opening, and as it opens, out pours a beautiful, flowing elixir, golden and shimmery. And that golden elixir is love. And as it flows from our heart, it flows to every corner of our body. This love of me. We're not taught to love me when we're young. We have to learn this. And as you say these words, as we meditate, I love me. Note how it makes you feel. I love me. Who do I love? I love me. And the more we say this mantra to ourselves, the more that love flows from our heart through our bodies, the more calm and safe we feel. I love me. And now that our physical bodies are relaxed, and we have proclaimed these words, I love me, let us imagine that the voice that we have used to say either silently or aloud, I love me, is joined by a voice that comes from an even deeper place within ourselves. And we feel that voice, we hear that voice in whatever way we heal it or feel it. We hear that voice say to us, I love me. Always. I love me. How does that make you feel? to say it, to be greeted by the deeper self and its voice, concurring that I love me. And when we hear that inner voice, that deep voice, that divine voice, our heart has been so open and so flowing with the elixir of love. When we hear that voice, it's like we are knowing love for the first time. We're feeling the rush of its joy, of its eternal nature, of its transcendent nature. This love from our deep self is so much bigger than we are, and it is continuing to expand abundantly. Our card tonight was abundance. And we realize that as we move through this experience together, that the abundance of love is eternal, is infinite, and ever present for us to claim. Around us, and we feel our deep self. And we acknowledge its presence, and we allow ourselves to feel that love, that deep, caring, kind, abundant love. And as we might feel the natural inclination to resist or to feel like it is self-absorbed or narcissistic to love ourselves so deeply, and as we feel that resistance that might bubble up, that wants to begin that harshness, that questioning of who we think we are, it is the deepest of ourself, the deepest me that says so clearly, who are you to not love completely? Who am I to not love me completely? And we realize that no matter what, negativity or bad thoughts that we've shared with ourselves over and over again, this deep self always has our back, is ready for us, is ready to help us remember this unconditional, this eternal deep love for our deep self. Reminds us how much it does love. Encourages us to say the words, I love me even more than I thought I did. this is the thought, this is the mantra that our deep self is encouraging us to return to our own earthen bodies with. I love myself even more than I thought I did. I love me even more than I thought I did. I love me even more than I thought I did. And let us imagine ourselves expanding from our heart back into animating our physical body as we say to ourselves, I love me even more than I thought I did. And as our bodies welcome back the animation from our soul self, from our deep self, let us feel that love, the more love than we thought we did. Let us feel its healing power in our physical selves. There's no pain as we return to our physical body. There's no angst, there's no anxiety. There's just pureness because I love me more than I thought I did. That love is in abundance and expansive and allows the perspective that we need. Let's return now with our 3 breaths. Let's inhale through our nose. Exhale quickly through our mouth. Inhale again. And exhale. And one more deep breath. And exhale completely as we open our eyes together. So we can remember, I love me even more than I thought I did. That love is deeper than our thinking. That love is instinctual and pure and real and our essence. It's part of our essence. So hopefully you felt it for you as I did for me. And hopefully you can take this feeling of infinite love and expand it from me, from the inside to wherever we go. No matter what situation we're in, we bring the love to it. That is our role. That is our call on this Valentine's Day 2024, no matter what. So we can light this up and send it out, right? Our love messages, our messages of love. These are like little love letters to ourselves. Let's do this. Let's do this. There she blows. And that was mine. This is everyone's intentions. Off they go. I wave bye-bye. They're out. And so the universe has received our intentions as a group. We look forward to the return of those intentions. However you see them, keep your eye out this week. And again, hit like and subscribe to whatever page you're watching this on, either the Spiritual Spinster YouTube channel or the Facebook page of either me, Robin Nushak, or the Spiritual Spinster. Like them all and leave comments. Let us know what you have been experiencing in your meditations, either tonight or elsewhere, and we'll look forward to sharing them. Let's see. Hello to Ozzy, you're still there on Zoom. Thank you for staying there. Sue is she said hello and sent her love, and I felt that love. So there, that is. I look forward to more and more experiences of both of you guys on Zoom in the coming months. Thank you for sharing. Let's see who else is here, shall we? So no comments are here yet, but let's uh, let's remember that oftentimes I do not see people until later. So if you do get on, you can still leave your comments, you can still participate, you can still let me know, let the group know what you've experienced and how much love you have in your life. I'd love to know. Some other announcements before we sign off tonight. We've got a special surprise. The podcast that I do called Spiritual Super Pals has just dropped its new episode, our new episode. I am speaking with my spiritual super pal, Roy Brown Eagle, aka Roy Mueller, about his spiritual journey. He came, I met him as a leader of a drumming circle and have been getting closer with him ever since several years now, and very excited about speaking with him. I think you'll enjoy his story. That's 2 episodes now of my spiritual super pals. The first one, Renee Godelli in New York, and this one, Roy Brown Eagle Mueller here in the Washington, D.C. area. So more to come, but check out those 2 episodes. The new one with Roy just dropped, and I've got a new episode that is just ready to be posted of Spilling the Spirituality. That's the podcast that I co-host with my dear spiritual super pal, Hillary Lowenstein, and that will be posted in the next week. Check the pages, check the Facebook page, check all the socials for that posting, as well as the posting for Roy, which I did just before this meditation, and we'll do a little more promotion when I finish tonight. So let me know what you think. Glad that you were here. Take this day of love and make it a month of love, and then make it a year of love, and make it the love of your life. Have a beautiful evening. Good night and happy Valentine's Day.